Mr. Clerk, the business that we are about to undertake is very important. All the senators who are in this House went through a very rigorous vetting process before we were cleared by IEBC to run for our respective elective seats. Mr. Clerk, I've just raised a point of order, and you have directed that I be supplied with the CVs of all the candidates whom we are about to elect as our Speaker. And I want to thank you that your order has been complied with, and I've now been given 6 CVs. But what is worrying me, Mr. Speaker, and I seek the direction of your office, is that the CVs I've been given don't have very critical Chapter 6 clearances. Mr. Speaker, before we proceed to elect somebody to sit in that office, these CVs should be accompanied by clearance from Ethics and Corruption Commission. We need to know, if you don't respect Chapter 6, that's up to you. On this side, Mr. Clerk, the CV that have been given, the CVs have been given.
Please, honorable senators, let us listen to Senator Okongo Mogeni in silence. Senator Okongo Mogeni, please conclude in 1 minute. Your point is made adequately in 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know why my colleagues thrive in shouting. Listen to me. I'm raising a
address the chair.
If you don't respect integrity on that side,
Senator Mogeni, address the chair.
Mr. Speaker,
address the chair.
Mr. Speaker, we cannot proceed to elect a speaker to sit in that office before we are satisfied as senators that they comply with Chapter 6. I expected, Mr. Speaker, that's why I raised a point of order that I needed to be supplied with CVs. I need to see a certificate from Ethics and Corruption Commission. We need to see clearance from KRA. We need to see a certificate of good conduct from DCI. Mr. Speaker, we cannot proceed, Mr. Speaker, Bwana Clerk, to elect a speaker to preside over a house of people who have complied with Chapter 6, whereas that speaker himself or herself has not complied. So I'm requesting, Mr. Speaker, that in addition to the CVs that have been provided to me or to our senators, we get all Chapter 6 documents, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable senators, I will allow one response or on this side, Senator Cheptumo, and then I must make a determination.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I think there is very clear deliberate action and intention, Mr. Clerk, to delay the proceedings of this House.
Senator Kajwang.
And I will explain.
Senator Kajwang,
I will explain. Mr. Clerk, you had made a decision here that as we supply the CVs, the proceedings of the House will proceed. And I think, Mr. Clerk, the satisfaction as to the qualifications of who to run as a speaker is actually done before it is the business of the House. It is not for us, Mr. Clerk, to come to this chamber and purport to be the ones to dictate the qualifications of who should be able to stand as a clerk. This was done before. And so, Mr. Clerk, I want to plead with you. Proceed with the proceedings of the House because you continue supplying the...
Resume your seat.
Yeah.